I'm going to take you for a walk on the beach. Hey, so what I wanted to talk to you about today was gift. What is your gift? That's the question. Gotta maybe get some sun in the right spot. All right, here we go. That's better. So this idea of that we all have a natural gift is an idea that a couple of my coaches 25 years or so ago gave me. It's a distinction, I suppose, in personal empowerment and freedom. And the idea is simply this, that each one of us has a natural meaning, developed early on in life. Perhaps as parents, you recognize that, sometimes even newborns tend to display a personality. Personality starts developing quickly. And, maybe by the age of 5, 6, 7, or 8, a gift is apparent. And what inspired me to talk about this today was just thinking about my wife, Kimmy, and what a gift she is to me and the people that allow her to touch them in their life. And she may describe it differently, but how I would describe her gift is just purely the gift of love and joy. Now, this is a woman that, like any person, goes through, the ups and downs of life. She gets frustrated, she gets angry, she gets depressed. But generally, when you're in the presence of Kimmy, what you're going to get from her is love and joy. I mean, she just loves life. She loves people. She loves the adventure. She loves connecting. She loves fun. She loves people. And fortunately, she loves me. And so that's the gift that I get from her is love and joy. And I see that she gives that no matter where she is. So the context for gift and why this is an important question for all of us to answer is that whatever we're pursuing in life, whatever goals and ambitions we have, whatever theme that we want to apply to the rest of our life, what my coaches taught me is if we'll understand and accept is really big, what our gift is or gifts, and we'll incorporate those into what we're playing for. We'll incorporate those into the ambition itself, the vision itself, or we'll incorporate those into our strategies. Like if you want to really go for something in life, in Kimmy's case, so let's say her gift is love, then what would be important is whatever goals she sets for herself, whatever ambition she has for herself, that she figure out a way to play powerfully with love in that game. Like make sure love's present, make sure love gets to be expressed in playing the game. And there's some games that we set up for ourselves, some ambitions, some visions where, maybe it's about money or maybe it's about recognition or maybe it's about competition. And we find that, well, hey, if our gift is love, but what we're pursuing is competition, maybe those are at odds with each other. Maybe not, but it's a valid question to ask. And what you don't want is to be at odds with your gift. And, so for example, one of my gifts is fun. So when I'm not, not everybody that I touch would say, well, Richard's gift is fun, especially if they work for me. They're probably like, he's not very much fun at all, actually. And, in the structure of staff, and deadlines and sense of urgency, I might not be that much fun to work for, but fun is one of my gifts. And here's what I've recognized about things that I want to pursue. If I don't make them fun, if the processes aren't fun for me, if the people I surround myself with are not fun, then I'm not powerful. I'm not playing full out with my gift. Now, I also have the gift of leadership. That's just, if you plunk me down in a situation or an opportunity, I don't have to leave. I don't have to lead. I value leadership so much that if I'm in the presence of somebody that has the distinctions, they have the vision, they have the confidence, and they are obviously a more powerful leader than I am, I'm going to follow because I value leadership so much. I actually see following as a leadership trait. That's what I would do as a leader, is I would follow whoever the best leader was. But if anybody falters in that opportunity, if anybody questions their own leadership ability, their own vision, I'm going to lead. It's just what I do. So anything that I'm pursuing, I've got to incorporate leadership into it. I have to be able to lead, or I'm just not powerful. And so the question is, what is your gift? And it doesn't have to be something about, changing the world. It doesn't have to be leadership. One of the most common gifts that I find, especially that women have, is just love. That's their gift. And that's what they enjoy most about life and about people, and that's what they want to give to other people. And if they put themselves in a position where they're not allowed to express their love, the structure of what they're pursuing or the goals that they set for themselves don't incorporate that gift, then they're playing small and they're playing weak. And so your gift might be just caretaking. It might be problem solving. It might be, being resourceful. It might be adventure. It might be courage. What I invite you to do is ask the question, what is your gift? Now, how do you get at that question? Well, one of the ways I like to do it, which is probably a little old for those of you that have heard it, is imagine, here we are on a beach. So imagine that you're shipwrecked here on this beach. And there's, 8 or 10 of us. And once we get all the sand, kicked off of us and we figure out, okay, we're all alive, what are you going to tend to do within the group? What's going to be your role? Are you going to be the person that goes around and hugs everybody and makes sure that they're okay emotionally? And if they need a shoulder to cry on, you're going to be the shoulder they cry on? Are you going to be the one who runs around and checks for people's physical condition? And, if they're cut or broken or bruised, you're just going to go to work fixing them. Are you going to be the one who makes jokes and brings levity to the situation? Are you going to be one that, maybe is reserved and holds back and assesses the situation to see, okay, who are the players here and how's this going to play out and where can I best serve? Are you going to be somebody that looks immediately to the jungle and says, all right, I'm headed out there to find out, where are we? Where's the highest point on the island? Where's the food? Where's the water? Are you going to be somebody that organizes everybody and starts to delegate? Here's what I think you should do. Here's what I think you should do. Or maybe here are the things that need to be done. Who volunteers to do them? Are you going to be the listener? Or are you going to be the order barker? What's your role going to be? And, what you want to just sort of pay attention to is just naturally what would you be thrown to do? And if what you find is in a situation like that, or any group dynamic, if you find that, well, what you would be naturally inclined to do is kind of nothing, like hide in the corner and watch and hope, then you discovering and owning and accepting your gift could be one of the most powerful things that you could do, because you might be in denial about how much value you bring to any group of people. I can't tell you in how many coaching sessions I've had with people where it was clear to me that their gift was leadership. and yet they wouldn't give themselves permission to embrace it because they had a story about how they didn't deserve to be the leader, that no one would listen to them, that they would make too many mistakes. But all of that was just chatter on top of a profound truth that they were a leader. So another way you can get access to your gift is to ask people that you hang around a lot. You know, ask people that are your loved ones, ask your teammates, ask your friends. And of course, they may not understand what you're talking about, so you might just put it in context. Hey, you know, when you're hanging out with me, when we're working on a project, what's the number one thing you get from me? Like, how do I serve you? Or maybe, do I not serve you? And just ask the question. And trust your intuition. And play with the subject. Like, one of the things that I believe would serve all of us is, just like your birth date, and just like you're a male and a female, and just like your height and weight, and just like your occupation, we all ought to know what our gift is. You know, it ought to be just stamped in our passport. It ought to be just, you know, top of mind for us, so that as we go about playing life and pursuing what it is we want to pursue, we're using the number one asset we have, which is that gift. And we're clear about that, and we put it in play. And you do that, and my experience is you'll be 10 to 100 times more powerful and successful at pursuing anything you want to pursue. If today's message had value for you, my request is that you share it. Share it with family, share it with friends, share it on your wall, share it with your teammates, share it with anybody that might get value. We are, I don't know, maybe 6:30 in the morning. There's that sunrise. Kaboom. From the Maldives in the Indian Ocean.